it's Samantha from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today is Sunday Scoop, so I've got a couple of things to talk about today. I changed up my little setup here, and my camera is on a low battery, so I'm not sure how much this camera is going to get to film, but I may have to switch to the overhead camera if this one doesn't hold up the whole time. So, first thing I want to talk about is I've got my goals here. I've talked about my New Year's resolutions, and I went ahead and wrote and typed them all out and punched them so that they will fit inside my planner. I got one of the ARC planners from Staples, so that's what I'm using, and they have a special hole punch thing so you can fit things in. So I just printed it off on some paper that had been printed on the other side, folded it, punched it, and it'll fit in my planner. So I just kind of want to go over some of my goals with you. I've got a side of professional and I've got a side of life goals. So those are my personal stuff. So I just want to go ahead and talk about these. First up, I want to go back to daily blogging on my Crafty blog. I'm really excited to challenge myself to post tutorials and videos and projects and all that stuff. So it's not always going to be a new project every day. Sometimes it'll just be a tutorial or a coloring video or something of that nature, but hopefully it'll still inspire. That is one of my goals, and under that I put a couple of different points. I want to stay 1 to 2 days ahead on my blog, which I have struggled with so bad since we moved here. It seems like I would get maybe a week ahead and fall behind again. So where I'm like getting things ready the night before or even the day of, so I haven't really stuck to a very good schedule. And part of that's my mojo's been iffy, like I've been talking about. So I just want to get 1 to 2 days ahead, and then I can keep up that pace. I won't be quite as last minute like I have been lately. I also put down craft for fun again under this blogging category because a lot of my crafting has been pressure filled, looking at less of the business aspect and more of the fun stuff. So I'm really excited about that. I also put on here I want to commit to the Sunday Scoop videos every week. There's been times where I've skipped 1 or 2 here and there, and you know what it really is? It's that I don't want to put on makeup. I know that sounds so funny, but I'm just not a makeup wearing person, so I really don't like getting primed up for the camera. So that prevents me. Sometimes I'm just too lazy and I'm like, oh, I don't want to put on makeup, so I'll just skip the Sunday Scoop. Well, I'm committing to it. I'm going to try my best to still get primped up and look nice for you guys, but you might have to deal with the unmakeup me. And in fact, I got new makeup. I don't know. It looked kind of orange to me. So if I look kind of orange, it's because of the new makeup, not because there's something wrong. But anyway, so yeah, I don't like makeup. What do you think of makeup? Leave me a comment below. Another one of my professional goals, and this is really like a personal and a professional goal, is to post to my new lifestyle blog. I don't know exactly what to call it. It's just going to be more of recipes and organizing and things like that. Probably mostly recipes because I love cooking and baking and all that. So I'm trying to commit to posting on there at least once a week. So that's something fun. I've had fun posting recipes already. You guys can check that out if you want. I mentioned it on the blog earlier this week. It's cheapybaby.com, and I'd love for you guys to stop by. I've got some recipes already posted on there. And so my motto, and this goes to personal side of things too. My motto for this year is to be fearless. You guys probably don't know this, but I'm very introverted, so like putting myself out there on YouTube is a challenge for me. I don't like putting myself out there. I don't like opening myself up to criticism, and I've had plenty of criticism already, but I want to put myself out there more and be less critical of myself. I hold myself back because I'm overly critical of myself, and so part of my motto for 2014 is going to be fearless. Just continue to put myself out there and don't let these fears hold me back. You know, they're just silly fears. You know, everybody has self-doubt and insecurity, and I feel like I've let it get the best of me sometimes, so I'm going to try to work on that. And That goes for my professional and my personal life. I put a quote on my little sheet. It says, do one thing that scares you every day. And so I'm going to try to do that. And it's just little things. And I also put on here, I want to have a kick butt weekly newsletter. And I didn't write but. I wrote the actual word. Because I want our newsletter to be awesome. I've already posted a sign up form on the blog and in the store. You can sign up for our newsletter. I want a jam packet full of information and inspiration and all sorts of things. And going along with this Kick Butt weekly newsletter, what I want to start doing is the segment called Ask Sammy. So if you haven't gone to the blog, up in the top menu bar there is a section called blog segments or blog series. If you highlight that, you'll see all the normal blog segments that I do from time to time, and it'll also show you this one called Coming Soon, Ask Sammy. And you can submit your questions to me and I will either answer them on the blog or via the newsletter. So I just want to have this extra communication going on between you guys. I know you guys have questions on some things and I want to do my best to answer those questions. So be looking for that in the newsletter and on the blog. I'll kind of shake it up and do one or the other from week to week. And I really love to hear your questions and your comments and your concerns. So you can always either submit your questions through that or send me an email or write to me on Facebook. There's lots of ways you can get in touch with me. And even leave comments under the video. I'd love to hear from you guys. And going along with that, my next point is get involved more in the online community. It seems like the busier I got with the store, the less I was participating in some of the communities that I love, and the less I was leaving comments for people, the less I was leaving love for people's projects, and I really want to get back to that. I really enjoy seeing other people's projects and leaving some love and participating in the online community. I felt really isolated in my own little world, packing my own orders and working on my own store, that I haven't had a chance to really branch out and do a lot of the other activities that I really enjoyed in this community. So my next point is do Project Life for 2014. I'm not going to do it like by the hard and fast rules of Project Life where you have to do a photo a day or whatever the rules are with the 2-page spreads and all that jazz. I'm just going to do it my way. I'm going to do it however I feel like doing it. If I have a lot of pictures one week, I might make 3 pages. If I have just a couple of pictures, I might do a half a page. It's just going to depend. So I'm not going to stick to having a 2-page spread per week. I'm just going to have fun with it and just try to document some of our life. One thing is I want to start offering more digital products versus products that I have to stock in my house and keep track of inventory and ship and all that stuff. So when I'm saying digital products, I mean SVG cut files, I mean digital stamps, I mean digital printables, I mean online classes. So all of these things, they're just things that I can work on at my own pace. I don't have to send off to a manufacturer. I don't have to worry about shipping. I don't have to worry about packing orders. I can just create and make the items, and they're instant gratification items for you guys. So as soon as you check out in the store, you have access to these items. So I really like that aspect of it. And going along with this digital products goal, I'm going to try to do 1 online class per month. And this will be an instant access class. You'll have access to everything as soon as you register for the classes. So it's going to be really exciting. I loved the classes that I've already done, and I've had really good response to those online classes. So I'm going to just keep those up. My last goal is definitely a business goal, and this is to do better bookkeeping. I keep all of my records. I have all of the paperwork that I need for taxes and everything, and when it comes time to fill out my taxes, it takes me forever to input all of this information, all of the invoices, and keep track of all these expenses and all of that stuff. I was really good at the beginning of the year putting things in day to day so that I kept track of it, and my first quarterly taxes were super duper easy, but the ones after that I had to scramble and go through all my paperwork and input it and get ready for these taxes, so it takes a lot of time when you're doing it all at once. So my goal is to just keep up with it day to day, week to week, so that I am ready, and as soon as the taxes are due I can turn those in really easily. And that has definitely been a struggle for me this year. I always got them done on time, but it was definitely a scramble, and I don't want to do that anymore. And so the last thing, I wrote three overarching goals for how I want to lead my business and how I want to lead my Crafty blog. And these 3 words are positivity, simplicity, and inspiration. So I just have those words in big letters at the bottom of my page so that I keep those in mind with everything that I do for my business and for my company. And so I will talk about my life goals next week on our Sunday Scoop, because I know this is running really long already. I can feel this is super long. So there's a couple more things I want to talk about. I made a mistake in some of the Black Friday orders, but don't worry, it was for everybody's benefit. Originally, when I had written out the outline of what was going to happen for our online sale, I was going to put the Plumeria pink binders for buy one get one free. Well, when I made the sale, I decided to just make them 50% off, so it was just a lot easier for everybody. But when I was packing the orders, I doubled the amount that everybody had ordered because in my head I still thought they were buy one get one free. So really, they were 75% off for anybody who bought the Plumeria pink binders during our sale. And so I had customers emailing me like, oh, I got 8 extra binders, or 4 extra binders. And they were like, what should I do? Should I pay for these? Do you want me to send them back? Etc. So I just told everybody, Merry Christmas. It was totally for your guys' benefit, and it's totally okay. I'm really excited that I got to do that, and it just made some of your guys' day, and I'm really, really happy that it happened in your favor. Usually when I make a mistake packing orders, it's definitely not in anyone's favor. It's usually I missed an item on the list, or I left out the free item, and I have to mail that, and you have to wait for it, and I feel so bad when that happens, so I try to be super careful. But this one was just such a weird mistake, and I'm really happy that I got to give away some of these binders and got to see the excitement from you guys. So if you got extra pink binders, you know what happened now. I'll be careful with my sales, but you never know what can happen just like that. So the last thing I want to talk about before we get to our giveaway this week is losing weight. I mentioned in passing last week with the t-shirt that I've been losing weight, and I've actually lost almost 30 pounds from the time we moved here. So that was in July. And so I've lost about 30 pounds since then, and I've been asked on my personal Facebook page and through private messages and emails, how have I lost this weight? Because I've hinted at it and I mentioned it. So I want to answer that for you guys. I have not joined any kind of program. I have not stuck to any kind of diet plan, especially anything you have to pay for. I'm just doing it old school with exercise and healthy eating. My husband and I were power walking and jogging when it was warmer, and now I'm playing Just Dance on my Wii a couple of times a week. And the other way I get exercise is I go up and down our stairs all the time. It seems like I go up those stairs at least 20 or 30 times a day. And that's just back and forth, up and down the stairs all day. Anytime I take any kind of break, I go up and down the stairs a couple of times at least. The kitchen's downstairs, so anytime I want a glass of water or a snack, I end up going up and down the stairs. And it just seems like all the time. And the dogs want to go out too, so that's another 2 times up and down the stairs. It just really adds up having the stairs. So I feel like I get a pretty good workout every day between all the stairs I climb. I've been trying to eat healthier meals, but the biggest change for me is healthier snack choices. So with this, I cut out a lot of the processed snack foods. I try to eat some vegetables. I have some fruit occasionally. I'm not a big fruit fan. And I stick to more wholesome, less processed snacks. And I also stick to portion size because a bag of chips used to be 1 portion for me, possibly 2. But I could go through a bag of chips. I just hoover the chips. That's my biggest thing, is I love salty snacks. So chips and pretzels and french fries and all that stuff. I try not to get those things as much, but I have not limited myself at all. I don't say such and such is off limits, I feel like you just set yourself up to fail if you say, I'm never eating chocolate or something like that. So I still will occasionally splurge and have something like that. And what keeps me motivated during the week to stay healthy and choose healthier snacks and options is I have one cheat day. So one day a week, it's usually a Saturday or a Friday night. We have one cheat meal where I make something fried or something with extra cheese or something, you know, not necessarily good for you. Or we go out to eat at a restaurant. And I look forward to this cheat day. So if I'm feeling like splurging on something, I go, oh, I'll wait till cheat day. And that way it keeps me on track the rest of the week. We eat a ton of vegetables. We stick to large portions of vegetables at dinner, and we do like smaller portions of cleaner cuts of meats and better for you grains. So that's pretty much it. It's just healthy eating and exercising and staying active. So I'm still trying to lose a little bit more. I've got a little ways to go, but I'm really happy with my progress. So my biggest philosophy for the losing weight thing is I feel like diets and programs don't necessarily always work. I feel like they restrict you too much. I've read about a couple of different kinds of diets, and I especially don't like the food delivery kind of diets because I feel like that's not sustainable long term, whereas the choices I'm making now are sustainable long term, you know. Adding veggies in with dinner, that's a sustainable idea. That's why I decided to do it old school. So the last thing I have for you guys is our giveaway. I've got 2 retiring stamp sets to give away, and I hope the lights aren't glaring on these too bad and you can see them. I've got the Christmas Emma, which is the Christmas Emma dog stamp set. It's just got the dog and the candy canes and all that cuteness. And then I've got the Vintage October Journal This stamp set as the other one to give away. So one winner is going to win both of these. It is open for international readers. I will ship internationally. So all you got to do is make sure you're subscribed to the blog or subscribe to us on YouTube and leave me a comment below this video or on the blog post. Link down there. You can have a maximum of 2 entries if you leave a comment both places. So go ahead and do that, and the winner from last week is posted on the blog post. So be sure to check that out. So make sure to subscribe and like us and all that jazz. And I will catch you guys next week. Well, thanks so much for watching. Bye. Get it, Maya, get it! Emma's licking the snow. Maya's eating some snow. Bella's eating some snow. She's so cute when she hops. She's just eating it. See if she'll run. Yeah. She might be tired of running. She's got a chunk. Funny double dog.